Check, check, check. I don't know what happened there. Appreciate the waiting. Well, now we're back. Can't believe I couldn't see that wasn't working. That's crazy. Working over here. Checking. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Anyways, we are back. We are here. Hopefully everyone's having a great morning so far. Locking it up, locking it in. No. What? Yep, we hear. Okay. I was like, thank you, KP. Shout out being a member. That's the perks of being a member. I get to see your name, and he's the only one in chat, anyways. But good stuff. Today, yeah, I just was yapping a lot about the off season and how it's time for guys like me to get better at doing what it is that they're doing. So hopefully I can. It's a little bit shorter stream today. We're just gonna be talking about the 10 slots in the top 75, and then tomorrow we'll be doing the same thing. 10 slots, top 75, and then we'll keep going until next Friday, where we're gonna reach the top 5 and go over that. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it that I have for today. So we'll just get cracking with that. Yeah, dude, the off season has been kind of crazy. Let's talk about this. Russ retired. That's another thing. I was kind of expecting that, but he bounced around for so long that it was hard for me to like think that he was actually going to retire. You know, where it was like, oh yeah, he went to the Kings, for crying out loud. He was Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers. Let's see, a whole career: Thunder, Rockets, Wizards, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Kings. That's 7 teams. So that's a decent amount of teams to jump through. I thought he was going to keep going. I mean, he definitely has the juice to do so. I just think potentially, I think he was just done. Obviously, he was just done. But I think overall, I think he was just he was wiped out. I mean, he played in Sacramento for the past year. That's got to do something to you mentally. Well, I thought it was gonna be cool for him to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help out Acuff and all this stuff, and everyone was talking about that as an option for the Kings. Like, oh man, you got a mentor. It's gonna be super cool. No. That didn't happen. And Russ is out of the league. Crazy. And he's the first of kind of the superstars. Was he the first? I guess Chris Paul technically was, but Chris Paul was just as big in the 2000s. I don't know. What I'm saying is all these old guys from the 2010s, like Curry, Bron, KD, Kawhi, Harden, all of those guys are still kicking around it, and Russ is kind of the first one. I mean, he won MVP in 2017, so he's a big influence for basketball and did some good stuff. Shout out Russ Westbrook. So, with that, do we get to talk about him today? We don't. So that means I have him higher on my list. I can't even see him. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Oh, I have him really high actually. Good. Shout out Russ. We'll get to you in like 5 days. But today, oh, I don't want to. Let's do this. We start at 55. So scoot back. 55. Number 55. Elgin Baylor. I thought this was a decent one. I mean, he, I said a lot of stuff about, okay, that he played in the 50s and these guys play through the 60s. They're not very like, I can't have you guys on here. He's one of the guys where it's like, yeah, he deserves it. 10-time All-NBA, 11-time All-Star. He was on this. I mean, they got smacked every year by the Celtics, basically. But look at this. I mean, in 12 games, he's averaging 38 points. 13 games, he's averaging 38 points. Like, this is a guy where, yeah, we can have him at 50. What is it, 55? We can have him at 55. We can have him at 55. One of the best, probably, I mean, top 10 Lakers players of all time. As Lakers fans, I don't know. Like, he's probably top 10 for Lakers players. All-star every year except for 66 randomly, and then shoot back up. I don't know. That's a little interesting. But, yeah. So, he's really, really, really talented. He was one of the better pioneers. I mean, also think big market Lakers. Elgin before, with Jerry West was also a big deal. So, Elgin at 55. Top 5 back in his day, yeah, 100%. Elgin was a beast. Number 54, Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving at number 54, top 75. Redo. Obviously, he wasn't on the list before. He was like the Derrick Rose, McGrady, Yao, Clay, all these guys. Kyrie's 54. Now, people have been very polarized on Kyrie's career for obvious reasons. There's, even back to when he was in college. Like, didn't play a whole ton because of injuries. Is he still the best player in the draft? Is he still number one pick? He goes number one to Cleveland. He was almost the reason basically the reason that LeBron felt more comfortable or comfortable enough to come back to Cleveland and run that. They were like, hey, do that. Bring in K-Love. We're good. That's definitely very interesting. Kyrie, 9-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. I put him on here because, once again, this ranking is part of my experience. And Kyrie was one of the best point guards of the 2010s, if not at one point, potentially a small smidgen, like the best point guard. Because, bro, before Steph Curry was like named the MVP, 2014, 2015, around there, Kyrie was up there. Like, those Cavs teams with Bron, as soon as Bron came back, the Cavs teams got really good. And it was the Kyrie versus Steph. And people were legitimately like, I think Kyrie's better than Stephen Curry. And then Steph kind of had a little bit more of he shot off and just was insanely good for the couple years there. I mean, he still is. He's still insanely good. And Kyrie's still really good too. Don't get it twisted. He's really, really, really good. But yeah, he functions as a number 2. He was never number 1 guy. Cleveland, number 2. Boston, I'd say he was a number 1, but Tatum, Tatum and Brown, they had their young guy core. Kyrie was the number 1, but obviously you can look at that like not a pure number 1. I'm the best player on the team. Because I also went out and got Gordon Hayward, they had Al Horford, all this stuff, right? That was a really good team. They just didn't figure it out. Goes to Brooklyn, not number 1. He's behind KD. KD was better the whole time. Boom. Then he goes to Dallas, not number 1. He's behind Luka. So his whole career, he's been the number 2 guy. But how good has he been as a number 2 guy? Multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time All-NBA, right? Rookie of the Year. He's still been very, very good late into his career. He's coming back this season. He missed the 25-26 season entirely. He was an All-Star in 2025. Like, He's done well. He's one of the best. He's so good as a number 2 that you would think that he's a good number 1, but he's not. And that's kind of where the 50s is where these guys who can be number 1, but are number 2s. This is where they're at. I don't know if you would say that about Klay Thompson. These other guys, Tracy McGrady, good number 1, but not good enough to actually do anything in the playoffs, right? Clay, Weber, like all these really good number 1s are like elite number 2s. Are kind of in this range. So that brings us to number 53, Dominique Wilkins. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. He was on the top 75 list in general before, anything. So 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA. Really, really high peaks. Is kind of like a Vince Carter situation where, playoffs was there. Like he definitely was there, but it was a lot of, look at this. It's pretty spread out, 83, 84, 86, 87, 89, 90, like different teams. Atlanta, he was there for like a decade. I don't know. It's not a whole ton of like good success. Why are we even putting MVP at 17? Like 17th in MVP? I don't even know how that's possible. Why are we looking at that? Then he jumps up to MVP number, like second MVP or in voting, first team All NBA, and then second, third, right? So not a great peak as a number 1. Like, was he number 1? Yes. Was he number 2? No. But as a number 1, how good was he? Pretty good. Pretty good in terms of individual accolades and in terms of winning. Pretty good. The legacy that he has is definitely there, right? So I'd have to put Dominique Wilkins at 53. That's where I put him. Yeah, once again, there's a lot of new guys on this list. I took 23 old, like super old players off, put a lot, like 23 new and like recent players in, or players that just didn't make it the first time. And yeah, it changes it. Like his career is finished, and so it's easier for me to rank him rather than guys like Wemby's at number 74. And I'm not saying, it's because Wemby's going to be good. No, right now, Wemby's the 74th best player of all time. Unanimous DPOY. We already went over all that. But his career is over, and so that's why I'm keeping him on the list and putting him at number 53. Number 52, Paul George. Oh, I just leaked the next two. That's fine. Paul George. Now, a good spot for him. Hawks couldn't get past Celtics and Pistons. Solid team. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm not going to fault anybody for if they didn't win because of someone else. Like, did I already talk about him on the list? Yeah, Nate Thurman was at 68. Nate Thurman's on the list. People were like, oh, he's older and he didn't really do anything. Yeah, because the other two centers in the league at the time were Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. And then it was him. So I'm not going to fault him. Like, he's still good. He's a good player. He put up, he was a winner, but he didn't win at the highest level. I got all, right? So it's interesting. Yeah, solid team, but and the player was good. It's just there are just better teams and better players out there. So it's interesting. Paul George, number 52, I believe. 52, Paul George. 9-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA. This guy was a good player. I mean, still is. Got injured 4 years into his career, so he was out there. Played 6 games. I think it was that was the return. He played 6 games at the end. Because he got hurt in the 2014 offseason. Anyways, so the rest of his career actually after post-injury got traded to OKC, traded to LA, and now he's in Philly, and now he's in Boston. Really solid as a number one option. It's interesting because you could say in 2019 he was a secondary to Russ, and that was he was a complimentary piece, but at the same time he was third in MVP voting, and Russ was not. So, I mean, Russ was where? Russ was 10th, PG was 3rd. PG, once again, elite number 2. If he's that was the whole thing with, okay, him and Kawhi in LA, they're going to torch people. That didn't work out. I made a whole video about that. But the idea was there. Great wing defender, great scorer. And this is a guy where I talk about influence. This is my experience. From my experience, his influence on people. Like I said in a video a couple weeks ago, people walk across the draft stage and they're like, hey, who do you play most like? And then they go, yeah, Paul George. Or I would like to play like Paul George. Or who's your favorite player? Paul George. Paul George's influence has been widespread as a tall wing who can handle the ball, shoot, defend, do everything you need, be very consistent until injuries. And that's not his fault. But yeah. Before his injury, he reminded me of a Tatum, but a better defender. Yeah. I think so. I think the offense is there too. The offense is on par with Tatum. The defense is definitely there. He's a big body. I mean, 6'8", 220. I mean, it's probably bigger than Tatum is right now. Definitely more athletic. I don't want to say Tatum's not athletic, but Paul George is one of the most athletic people in the league. I think it's really interesting. So I would definitely put him in this spot. I mean, I did, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But once again, DPOY, you just look at all of his stuff. He started MVP voting. He started in DPOY, first team All NBA, first team All Defense. He was that guy for a couple of years. High peak, good number one. Good, don't get me wrong. Pacers, they were jousting and boxing against the Heat in the playoffs, right? Early years in Indiana. And that's early on in his career. Later on in his career, really, really, really elite number 2 option. Elite. Him and Kawhi, people were like, dang, that's going to be crazy. It wasn't. But yeah, so there's that. PG at 52. I think that's a good spot for him. Obviously, wasn't on the list before. There's a lot of guys I put on the list. And I'd rather this is a lot more fun. I'd rather put a guy like him on the list than Dave DeBusschere. Just be honest. I mean, let's be real. Number 51, George Gervin. This guy, I was looking at some of his stuff. He was locked. This guy was locked in, bro. Check these numbers out. In the 70s and 80s. So let's go over this. 12-time All-Star, Hall of Famer. He was on the 75th team in the first place, so he made it. ABA all-time team. So if we're going all NBA, all league teams, he's got 9. 12 All-Stars, 4-time scoring champ with 27 points, 29 points, 33 points per game, 32 points per game. Guys today don't score 32 or 33 points. Luka averaged 33, I think it was 33.4 in 2024. And people were like, wow, that's the most we've seen since Harden with 36. And then Embiid, same thing, 33, 32 or 33. 33 points in 1980? That's crazy. Now he's taking a lot of shots, but he's making a lot of shots. I mean, field goal percentage is 53% from the field. So I mean, look at this: MVP 2, All-Star, MVP 2, MVP 3, MVP 5, MVP. Like, he was one of the top players in the league for an extended period of time. An extended period is about 5 years, 5 seasons. That's what it takes, bro. So like playoffs, obviously, no championships, nothing crazy here. But in the playoffs, when he was playing, like averaging 33, that's in 3 games, 28 over 14 games. So it's interesting. He's really he's a really good player. He's Iceman. He's Iceman, baby. 12-time All-Star, 9-time All-League team, 4-time scoring champ. I don't think I have to sell him anymore. I don't have to sell him in the first place. George Gervin is easily at number 51. Number 50. Jay Kidd. This is another guy. You look at his accolades, you're like, golly, man, you were there. So he's one where he was a little bit like pre my time, but I do understand. Obviously, Gervin was too. I don't have to say that. He was in the 70s and 80s. But I got to watch the very, very end of Jay Kidd's career. And he wasn't as good. I mean, he was an all-star in Dallas in 2010, I guess. That's crazy. But late 90s, 2000s with Phoenix and mainly the Nets. I'd say the Nets was definitely his best team. All-NBA first team. I mean, MVP 9, MVP 2 in 02. Like, that's behind Shaq, right? 10-time All-Star. He won a championship in 2011 with Dirk. 6-time All-NBA. That's elite. Anything over like 3 isn't a fluke. That means for over half a decade, this guy was one of the top 5 or top 15 players in the league. So like from here to here. Not to mention how many all defensive teams. 9 all defensive teams. He changed the point guard position. He did amazing things at the point guard position. Was he like the best point guard in the league? For a little bit, like 100%. But not consistently. I think there were the guys like Steve Nash at this time are also maybe just better overall. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say this is Jason Kidd was definitely a big, really, really good player. Obviously, I mean, look at these assist numbers: 10, basically 11, 10, 10, 9, 9, 10 over here. That's league leading. So over the course of his career, he averaged 8.5, like 12, 8.7, 1.9, 2 steals, 6 rebounds. A little bit more juice, maybe a little bit more minutes. How many minutes did he play? He averaged 36 minutes per game. Okay, never mind. That's a good amount of minutes. But a little bit more effort, a little bit more, not effort, but more minutes, more time. He becomes Russ with the triple doubles because he's up there. He's up there. Really, really good player. Led the Nets to the finals in 2002 and 3? I can't remember. No, 2002. I can't remember. And then they won the championship with Dallas in 2011. But yeah, that's number 50. So cracking into the 40s now. 40, best player of all time. 49th, Jimmy Butler. Was not on the list previously. This guy had to be on the list. For what he's done in the 2020s, this guy had to be on the list. 100%. 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defensive. Eastern Conference MVP, like taking his team to the finals. Who won did Caleb Martin? Who won the other MVP to bring him to the finals in 2020 or in 2020? Oh, that wasn't a thing yet. Maybe that was why. I was like, why don't I remember Caleb Martin with the trophy? I don't know. But Jimmy Butler, once again, like now he's being a number 2. It's now he's number 2 now with Steph, but majority of his career he was the number 1 guy, right? Only 33 players have been all NBA 9 times more. I'm telling you, that's a lot. And we'll get into some of these guys that have been all NBA 11 times, 12 times, 13 times. That's why I put Bob Cousy in there. Bob Cousy was all NBA like 11 times. It's like that's over a decade. That's impressive. So that's why I put him on there at number 75. But Jimmy Butler, first couple years in Chicago, he was an all-star. He was doing well. I mean, most improved player award, all defensive, all NBA nods here and there. But really, in the 2020s was where he started to pick up. And this looks the same: all NBA third team, all NBA third team, all NBA second team. Never All-NBA first team, so wasn't like the best small forward at the time because, I mean, you're playing in a league with Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James. Like, that's kind of tough. And then the Jason Tatum and other wings come in. He just wasn't as good. But the playoffs is where he was kicking, bro. 2020 and 2023 and 2022. I mean, they lost the conference finals in 2022 because of his shot. Butler, good player, should be a top 75. Oof. Obviously, I disagree with that heavily, but that's fine. What he did for me, my experience watching him, being the Heat and the Celtics are the only two teams that have gone to the finals twice this decade. Everyone else has gone once. So, Celtics went in 2024, won the whole thing. Went in 2022, lost the Warriors. Heat went in 2020 and 23, and Jimmy led both those teams. So, in a very, very parity-strong era, Jimmy Butler led his team to the finals twice. And from the play-in. I mean, one of them was from the play-in in 2023. They were in the play-in. They won. They beat the first seed. Then they beat everybody else and went to the finals. Like, just kind of crazy how that panned out for him. So, I'd have Jimmy at number 49. That's pretty high, according to what people are saying in chat about not wanting him here. But that's fine. Number 48, Carmelo Anthony. 10-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA. Once again, holy moly. 6-time All-NBA. Defined scoring from the small forward position for an era, for a time. I mean, look at this. Never averaged 21 points per game in his rookie year. Never averaged under 20 in his prime, because then he went to, OKC, Houston, Portland, LA. This was a little fun time, but even then he's still putting up double digits. Easy. That's impressive. He never averaged single digits ever. Not even once. So really, really good player. All-star multiple times. One of the best scorers, one of the best small forwards in the league specifically at the time. Denver was a good time to be alive, right? He was doing well at the playoffs, like they were making the playoffs. And then New York had a couple stints of playoffs and not really much. And then obviously he kind of just tailed off there a little bit. But at the time, what he did was really, really impressive. New York had a guy that they were good, that league was fun. When he was on the Knicks for a little bit, did they do a whole ton? Maybe not. He left in 2017. I feel like that's later than I remember. Wow. Dang. Okay, KP retracts his Butler statement. That's fine. Yeah, so Carmelo Anthony, I mean, he was on the list in the first place. They didn't rank it, and so I'm putting him at number 48. Almost done here. Almost rounded up. Paul Pierce at 47. We have this spot and one more to go. Paul Pierce, kind of the same thing with Melo, where 10-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA champion. He won a championship and a Finals MVP. So we're starting to get into the range of where these are like the guys who were number one and actually like ended up doing it the whole way. We're the best player on a championship team. Starting to get there, and there's a lot of those guys, because think about it, there's been a lot of champions. Paul Pierce was, I don't want to say dominant. The Celtics were very, very good in the playoffs for a couple years with their team, right? They won in 08 after their first year. So 09, 10, and then after that, I mean, they were still doing good here and there. But he had a very, very good peak. He was the leader of I don't want to say a dynasty. They just won one championship, but a good super team. He was the best player on a good super team that won a championship. In Boston, very beloved Boston. People love him. I don't know. Like, was he one of the best players at the time? Kind of like the Jimmy Butler, Carmelo, where it was like, yeah, you're never first team All NBA, but what you did for your team and winning in the postseason, outside of the regular season stuff, where you were never first team All NBA, that's good enough. That's really, really, really good. Last one for today. A little bit shorter stream. We're gonna make it 30 minutes. 30 minutes isn't that short, right? Damian Lillard was on the list as well. People saying he shouldn't have been on the list. But let me tell you why he should have been on the list and why he's on my list. 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA. That is the highest I think we've seen thus far outside of Bob Cousy. 7-time All-NBA. That's a lot. First team All-NBA in 2018. And then NBA third team in 2014. Second team. Perennial, I'm a top 4 guard in the league. Top 5 easily. For the whole 2010s, and he was drafted in 2012. for the whole 2010s and part of the 2020s. He was very, very, very good. And locked in. I mean, Portland was not good. Like, rarely ever. Outside of the 70s with Bill Walton. They were in the playoffs, winning playoff series, right? Boom. Like, that's 2 rounds. That's 2 rounds. That's 2 rounds at least, right? Averaging 26, 27, 20, 34 in one series in 2021. Damian Lillard is that guy. 7-time All-NBA means that you are very, very good. And in the league, the guards in the league at the time, Kyrie, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, like that's who we're talking about. And he was in that mix 100%. So that is the top. We'll go with 45 tomorrow. 45 to 36. And once we're at 36, we're starting to creep it up. Monday we'll go from 35 to 26. Then we're reaching around the top 20s, which is getting funky. It's getting funky, but it's a quick little 30-minute stream today. Just barely past the 30 minutes. Had some technical difficulties at the beginning. We will see y'all tomorrow morning. No Jake's Take, no nothing today. I got some other stuff I want to plan. Once again, off-season time for me. I got to plan stuff. Got a baby coming. Got school coming up. Got a job. We got to work on some stuff. But that's all I got for today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate the love. We out.